Another beautiful morning. We're ready to go. So our plan today is to backfill the void there and get this level, get all this tidied up and get it level. And then we can concentrate on what we're going to do next here with the floor and continue up with the blocks. So that's our mission today. Tidy up, get some order. But I think this wall, the steps turned out quite good. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. Always room for improvement, of course, but very pleased. It's my first time actually building a proper wall. I realised last night. I've built little things with bricks and blocks, but I've never built a wall. So it's the first time for everything. Anyway, on we go. This area is now clean. Jonathan's been busy just getting rid of everything, and while he's been doing that, I've been working on some plumbing, which wasn't really worth showing either of them, but yeah, this is now getting closer and closer to where we can backfill and put a concrete floor down. So we're now going to open a doorway. So we have a door there, obviously, that's what a doorway's for. So we're just going to cut the blocks out and then reinforce it with some rebar and concrete once it's out, and get that ready so that when we want to pour concrete in here, we've got an access in and out. It's a little bit low because of the ring beam up there, or the beam now up there, but we're not going to raise it. Detlef has decided that he's fine because it's going to be a doorway that's not used a lot, but for the odd thing, so he's not too fussed about it being a little bit lower, as annoying as it may be, but that's quite a lot of work to chuck that higher. So for this building in particular, it's not overly important because we have another door over there, and of course we have this entrance here, so not a major problem. Another job done. Yeah, lots of work. We got a little bit of a problem. This side of the building here is lower than where I'm standing. Or sorry, it's higher than where I'm standing. So we're having to reduce it so we can get the same thickness of concrete when we pour it. It's been a bit of a challenge because it's like concrete, this ground, and so we're having to Kango it out. So we started yesterday afternoon and we have been battling with it ever since. But it's cool today, it's only 29 degrees, so it's quite pleasant. Once we get that down, we're going to rebuild that bit of the wall there, put some reinforced concrete around the door frame and have that all ready, and then we can continue. So we're progressing nicely. Run out of blocks, so yeah, got to get some more delivered, and then we got one more row to go there, one more course of blocks to go there. We'll bring that up to the same level, and then we can start doing the shuttering for the concrete pour. But meanwhile, while we're waiting for those, we're now going to tackle this wall here. This wall here, we've got to bring this up to height, and somehow we've got to make it wider when we get to the top. Got a bit of a cunning plan, but we'll see how that goes. Need to make it wider so that the roof panels actually have something to sit on, and we can finish the edge to make it neat and tidy. And we've got to do that all the way along this line to this wall. So I thought this was going to be easy by just putting some blocks up there, or relatively easy, should I say. But we've established that beam is got, this is not level. We've got about 5 centimeters difference between there and the middle, and a bit more the other end. It's just too much for cement to put the blocks in. So what we've decided, we're going to board it up and put concrete in there, reinforced concrete with some rebar and some stones, and make a new level. It's a little bit annoying because we wanted to get that up this afternoon, but we're now going to have to just re-establish a new level that matches everything else. Yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see, camera probably doesn't pick it up, but it's got the curvature of the earth on it. So we got the level. We're just letting that bit go off, and we'll get that down, and then we'll lay the blocks up there. And in the meantime, we've just been doing a little bit of work over here, getting ready for the concreting around this frame. Got some rebar in place, and then we'll place that, and then we'll cement it all in place, make it very strong. And yeah, it's really hot today. Wind is 0, and it is cooking. But we've got to get on because we need to get this section finished. I think I mentioned we run out of blocks, and it's a bank holiday today, so we can't get them over here. They haven't turned up, so we have to hold it there for the moment, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have the blocks and we can continue. I've said all this. Anyway, busy, but getting there. So this beam here is only about 10 centimetres wide, and the reason Jonathan's filling those bricks half of the brick is that when we're putting a wider brick up here, a wider block, so when it overhangs, we've got a solid base underneath it, so we can render easily. It's easier to do it now, let them set and then put them up, than fiddling and farting around later on. Now we could turn the block up the other way, but I want the holes in the bottom to sort of grip the top of that beam. I just feel a bit more comfortable. Probably could do it the other way, I don't know, but that's the reason we're doing it. And as we get even higher, we're then going to go slightly wider again, so we're going to have like a tiered effect here, just so that when the roof goes on, we've got space to brick it and do things and finish the end off neatly. I think that makes sense. $50 degrees. That's currently in the shade. It obviously isn't that in the true shade, but that's got a wall. Heat is bouncing off everything in here. So anyway, keep moaning about the heat, so I thought I'd show you. We've boxed this in ready just to pour the concrete, or put the concrete in there with the rebar, and we'll get this door frame sorted, and then we'll get up there.
Yeah.
He keeps hiding. Okay, we'll just let that set a little bit and scrape off the excess and smooth it off, and then we'll be able to remove all that later. Yeah, quick clear up and up there. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So I do have a little problem here that I need to solve. This here is the old roof that sat into this wall, but what it looks like they did is they built up here, then they put this roof on, and then they continued building, because this building, this is just like a workshop. As you can see there, there's a hole. It's a one course brick, and if I take this out, none of this is going to be supporting, because we're putting the sandwich board up here. That's not strong enough to support all that, so I've got to think of something, and I don't quite know what right now, so we'll have to wait and see. But for now, what I'm going to do is just build up to where I need to be on this side, and then I'll have to think about this. This is a problem. I'm not sure how to fix it. Yeah. We've done that. We're gonna shutter this and pour concrete to bring it to the level that we want, and we're going to put a slight slope on it as well. But we've now got a key into this part of the building. Yeah, a little bit complicated, but we've run out of sand near enough, and as it was a bank holiday, we're still waiting for the delivery. So we're going to stop what we're doing here, and we're going to go work around where the pipes are, get the trench filled in where we're up to, and then continue with the pipe work so we can close that area off. Yeah, standing here makes me realise how lucky we are to have views that we can look at all day. A small blessing that we sometimes forget, to be fair. But look at that. How lovely are our surroundings. So we need to clear up this area here, get rid of these bits of concrete, and we've got to get the soil from here, because all this soil is being dropped right down to the ground level here. But for now, we just need to clear up here, get that soil and put it in there, and I might even remove this wall here that's coming down while I'm at it. So let's get on with that. So the wall's gone. It's gone. And we have the big job of removing this soil, but we're only going to go a little way for now, just so that we can work here. And over time we'll get rid of all this because it's dropping down to the level I'm standing on. And that's going to be where cars are parked. For this bit here, we're keeping this here. And this little bench is staying. We'll tide it up, make it look a little bit better, or a lot better should I say. And that will be the outside bathroom, and this side the same thing but a bit smaller, because we're going to remove this whole bench here and build a new wall. We'll have to build a new wall because when we take that bench away, it will wall will fall down basically. So we filled the trench, that's good, and we've dug out down here to the required depth overall. So next week we can just start continuing with the plumbing. We've got to build a little drain there, an access point, and that would be it. So busy week, few delays due to things being delivered, but I think we've done quite well considering, and that's it. Thanks for watching everybody, and we will see you next week. Ciao.